Hola, my Virgo lovers. I'm Canadian and I've been living in the UK for 20 years. So every once in a while, the accent goes a little wonky. And although people in the UK, still 20 years on, people in the UK are like, oh, where are you from? You're American, you're Canadian. I'm like, I'm Canadian. But when I go back to Canada, for at least like the last 10 or 15 years, people in Canada are like, where are you from? I'm from here, you silly Billy. Okay, Virgo, um, let's get into it. This is your intuitive reading for November 2023. I'm an intuitive reader, and you can find out all the stuff in the description. You can buy merchandise, online courses. You can work with me if you want to with yoga, meditation, breathwork, and tarot. Okay, divine guidance and loving clarity. That's my intention, you guys. Divine guidance and loving clarity for Virgo. It's like walking away from deception or walking away from something about like an untruth. Looks like there's something like blocking your movement forward. Some grief, some emotional despair. There could be a Queen of Wands that comes in and supports a change or supports a new beginning for you, Virgo. This feels like a slow, steady growth, and or slow burn is another expression I'm getting. There feels almost like a bit of relief as far as like owning your power and or embracing the support that comes in with the Queen of Wands energy, feeling a little bit more bold or ready to impassion yourself. I'm pretty sure I think Venus has just been moving through the sign of Virgo, so maybe now that Venus has had her way with you, you're feeling stronger in yourself, more knowing about what you want. So it feels okay. So I still get a sense that you're having to like rise up out of the fray, that there's been a sense of stagnation, or there's been a cycle of mental emotional abuse, or attracting people that deceive, that are not mentally well, that either depress you or suck the life out of you, or just make you feel like you can't, like dragging you down, or feel energies, or simply mental energies. It is the Seven of Swords, right? This could be like stuff that goes on in your mind, maybe past situations, right? And or mental patterns that kind of remind you of cycles where you weren't able to move forward, or you felt trapped, you felt really unlucky, you felt nothing was going your way. Pretty depressive energy, okay? And I reminded a good friend of mine about, there's like, oh God, I'm feeling this victim energy. And there's this discernment, I think, about embracing our feelings, letting ourselves have bad days, bad weeks, bad months, bad years, whatever, like embracing the totality of our experience. It's not easy, but like that's part of, again, meditation, mindfulness is self-awareness, is becoming aware of some of those thoughts. And the inner critic, the part of us that judges ourselves, harden ourselves, generally just isn't useful. As far as like the heart healing goes, like finding compassion, finding like a soothing, loving energy, rather than berating ourselves when all of that thick emotion is coming up. The Queen of Wands I'm hearing could be like a healer, energy healer. Like as I say all that stuff, I'm like, you might end up attracting somebody that helps you feel more empowered, right? And then knowing that you're on this steady course, that you're moving forward. There's an attention to detail with Virgo, right? So there might be this sense of you just surrendering to receive the new beginning, receive the support, and either you're feeling more like the Queen of Wands, more inspired, more empowered, more bold, more risk-taking, and or this energy is coming into your life to kind of move you forward methodically, with the attention to detail, gently, slowly, right? Slow burn. This could have been a new beginning that started, because there's cycles completing now with so by the end of October we will have had the final lunar eclipse in Taurus, right? So there's a cycle completing very much with regards to that part of our chart, wherever Taurus is. And so there's gonna be a sense of like a big kind of letting go of one way of operating, embracing a new way, stepping in a new beginning, and letting ourselves kind of integrate those lessons. So this looks like lessons about taking your time, knowing your worth, all that juicy goodness, and like embracing the lesson of the doubt, the self-denial, even like this Shazam of like knowing what you want. There's sometimes a discernment of like not just being fed stuff we think we want, tuning into our heart, knowing our worth, knowing what we deserve, knowing what we truly want, and not being afraid to ask for it, right? So not self-denying. There's seeds that you're planting here too, Virgo. So this has maybe been part of a clearing and purging process of whatever seeds you're wanting to grow, whatever kind of garden you're wanting to create. I feel like there's been a lot of mental, just like maybe trial and error, or like loops with groups of friends or confidants or colleagues or people that it maybe burned bridges or didn't work out, or people would lie or steal or whatever, right? Like these cycles where you felt trapped, like you kept attracting the wrong people, that they're blah 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 blah, and yet you can see clearly, you're finally seeing clearly, you're kind of rising up out of that clouds, right? Again, let the energy of the eclipses settle, and then trust these new beginnings are kind of rising out of the dust, as it were. And then knowing yourself, knowing your worth, give yourself permission to step in, move forward. It can be nice and slow, nice and sure, right? And or people will come in to support you, Virgo, for sure. Trust in the process, I'm hearing. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, there was stuff that came down. There was love lost, or there was, things that warrant this slow rebuild, okay, without rushing into anything. For now, probably maybe just on your own, right? And then seeds you're planting, stuff you're wanting to grow. There's something kind of nurturing about you just giving yourself permission to take your time with whatever it is you've got your eye on, okay? You've definitely got your eye on something here, right? And I think that's why you're like, oh God, you're in between worlds, like the old world, oh God, all this bad stuff, or is this gonna happen again? You're just take your time positioning yourself to feel centered and supported. I think you do have at least one really trusted friend in your midst. And possibly leaving behind illusions of grandeur, or leaving behind old dreams as well, like old things you thought you wanted. You're turning your back on that, looking more, positioning yourself more to like yourself, your trusted friends. So this is a spontaneous awakening kind of energy. So you could meet somebody, or there could be like, it could be a bit of a spiritual time for you as well, as far as like feeling more whole, more integrated, and activated as well. Like, ooh, I can move forward. I'm feeling good. There is an Ace of Wands here with that Knight of Pentacles. So there's that sense of you will be ushered. You are given that kind of energetic wellspring, I'm hearing, of inspiration that will guide you forward methodically. For a lot of you, I do pick up a sense of like, this is a solitary journey. Like maybe just the month, right? Or even the few days headed into the month. So solitary, it's funny, I say solitary journey, union. So for those of you endeavoring to attract in partnership as well, there's like this slow, steady sojourn, and then likely to be encounters along the way that bring in a sense of love, companionship. I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Let me know if that resonates with you. I look forward to talking to you all really soon in the daily readings and the weekly readings. If you want first access, ad-free content, and a few extra little discounts and promos and stuff, that join the Patreon accounts or you know what I mean, the Patreon community. And have yourself a great month. I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace out.